Fancy seeing you here. Howdy.
Make check 1-2.
Gotcha. Test, test. Testaroo. All right. You can hear that? That sounds good.
Sorry about that, Tyler.
Boys, how are you?
Yeah, it's like the worst place to go for a move.
Yeah, brethren of hail. Tests are clear. Uh-oh. Ooh. All right. How y'all doing tonight? How are things? How you be? I'm kind of getting set up. I got my new microphone. Unfortunately, it came in 30 minutes ago. I kind of wish I had just waited till tomorrow. I haven't done anything. I literally just connected it, kind of installed the software and said, let it rip. I'm not sure if that was a poor decision or not. But I guess at least tomorrow I'll have the VOD so I can go back and listen to it. So I can hear what it sounds like. All right. Can't hear the low parts very well. Wait, really? That's unfortunate. Similar-ish? Similar-ish good? Similar-ish bad. Yeah, and honestly, man, like, I still have all of my filters from OBS on, which are like gates, so that hopefully it doesn't pick up some stuff. Like, I don't want it to pick up, like right now I'm shifting, and I don't know if you can hear me shifting. So, stuff like that, I need to do a lot of testing. Unfortunately, I had no time to do so. So we're just going to rip it. It was either that or don't stream. So I figured, you know what? Fuck it. Well, the gate's the same as the one I've had forever. So that's not different. Like I said, I'll have to play with it. Brother, happy birthday to you. Rakifa. That's pretty cool. December 3rd, baby. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I'll play with it tomorrow for sure. I have no idea, you know, yeah. I don't like monitor or anything, so I can't hear myself. I have no idea. But yeah, any feedback would be super helpful. So low gate, not great. We could make that a meme. Test, 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 test. Yeah, that part is weird to me. So all my filters are on, they're exactly the same. The microphone's gonna have its own set of things as well. Yeah, but the mic is different, so I might have to change it. Yep. Sound quality is really good. You think sound quality is actually better than my other microphone? You hear any pop, pop, pop? Just different, but not a downgrade. I fucking hope not. It's so much more expensive. If it's even like close to the same, to be quite honest with you, I'm just going to return it. We'll see. It's got stuff. Like, it has this like light. I can't see it. I don't even know if you can see it there. There's like this little light bar that you can adjust. I'm not sure if I like that. It's basically you hit this light bar to do the mute, which is cool. I have to have the mute. Critically important to have the mute. I don't like that it's not a physical button press. You know what I mean? Hop in and let it rip. You know what? Damn, you ain't right. I tell you what. Speaking of which, I need to figure out how much fuel I'm starting with. Looks like 55 liters. Assuming I'm not ready for this race at all. I'm not going to lie. The fact that we're racing at last week's track is really confusing me. No practice. Oh, 55 liters. Perfect. Maybe I'll go 56. Let's go 57. Give me some flexibility at the start. It better be dry. It's not a dry track. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's perfectly dry. Thank God. So yeah, we'll see. The thing is, like with this mic, if I talk straight into it, I think it sounds like one thing. And then if I talk on the side, I think it sounds like something completely different. I'm going to have to play with it. You can faintly hear the shifting. That's good. That's better than the other one. I think it also has something to do with the gate. Like if I'm talking and I'm doing it, I bet it's more likely to be heard. But if I go quiet, probably less likely. So yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's hard. It's like if I talk directly into it, but I'm never going to, hey guys, what's going on tonight? You know, I can't have it like right here. So I'll kind of have to have a little bit of a compromise. So we'll see. I'll play with it. If like I said, man, if I can't get it to a place probably tomorrow with a lot of testing that I don't love, I'm just gonna send it back. But I was talking to Peter in Discord right before this, and he said that it sounds really good. So I was like, okay, well that makes me feel better. I can't hear it myself. All I can hear is myself yelling. I actually used to have the arm come across like that, but then it's like it has to be like pretty far away to not block the top monitor, and then it's like up here and I'm talking, you know, that's why you see people, they're on podcasts and they sit in front of a microphone like this, you know. Yeah, it's kind of tough. I wish there was one where the primary was like on the side, because I could literally just turn it to the side and put it like kind of right in front of my mouth almost. Definitely goes really faint talking and look up at the fourth monitor. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll be honest, I really contemplated not streaming tonight. I was like, well, I just got this thing like 30 minutes ago and kind of stupidly just decided to put it on instead of just waiting till tomorrow. But then I thought you guys would probably rather me stream with shit audio than not stream at all. So here we are. Yeah, I don't know. No reason. I just haven't. I'll figure it out. Like I said, I've had it for 45 minutes.
1-2, I'm clear.
Yeah, I figured.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Nurburgring
up,
for
Andrew?
round 11,
by the
the
way.
season finale of 2025 Season 4 Multi-Class Series. I'm going to quickly go over some of our weekly reminders before we go into qualifying.
Can y'all hear him?
The following drivers have success ballots today and are not allowed to qualify this week. Dylan Ackley, Cal Haugen, and Eric Weinland for the LMP2 class, Aaron Clayball, Joshua Bibb, and Andre Wedderburn for the GT3 AM. The GT3 drivers will also receive an end-of-line penalty. The LMP2s will not. When we go to grid, I will set the timer to 10 minutes just to make sure I have time to issue all of the necessary end-of-line penalties for the AM class. Once the penalties are all done, I will announce that I'm shortening it back to 1 minute to grid and set the timer back down to 1 minute. If we have a shorter formation lap, I will add a pace lap in order to ensure that the AM drivers have enough time to form up. Remember that LMPG drivers shall be going on the green flag, but stay in your column and no passing until after the start-finish line. The GT3 pole and AM sitters will start the race for their classes at the start of the finish line. For this week, please leave a small gap to the class ahead of you. And please remember, no passing before the start-finish line, and stay in your column. During the race, you guys will be allowed one fast repair, and you'll receive a drive-through at 17 incidents, and again at every 10 after that. A special thank you going out to Andre Wedderburn this week for sponsoring tonight's race. And don't forget to check out the broadcast over at Primetime Racing TV. If you can, have it open in another tab or check it out after the race. Drop a like, subscribe, and show your guys' support. After the race, please feel free to head into the broadcast booth audience if you're interested in being interviewed. They may be interviewing more than just the winners if you guys are there. Thank you guys all for supporting us, and have a great race.
GR86 at the Nords. I don't know if I've ever driven that car. To be honest, I don't know. All right. Couple minutes of practice. I'm feeling pretty good. You have to do an encore after last night? Oh, shit. Last night took it out of me, man. I'll be honest. I laid in bed and I just could not go to sleep. Last time I looked at my phone, it was like 12:45. I don't know when I actually went to sleep. It's funny, you know, like you can get so tired that you can't go to sleep.
Just as a heads up, we do have an alternate start-finish line today, or I guess start line today. So
good to know.
I am currently parked up by it, just before the Formula One start line lights here on the right side. That's going to be our alternate start-finish line, which will be where
I forgot to put shorts on.
Everybody has to wait.
I guess I have time to run upstairs.
They can get out of line, and that's where the GT3 Pro and GT3 AM classes will start. I'm parked on the right side of the track at the alternate start-finish line on the main straight, if you want to see where it is.
Thank you.
Oh man, this should be a funny race. So interestingly, Peter and Colin are in it for the championship tonight for the team, and I'm pretty sure Colin is in it for the drivers' championship. Oof.
Go ahead, Maxwell.
So, best of luck to those guys, obviously.
You're right.
I feel like I forgot how to drive this car. We were here like 2 days ago, weren't we? Oof, cold tires. At least I get to listen to this sweet, sweet Mustang. I think we'll be good to go. Get like a couple laps under my belt once we start the race. Be all right. Oh, I'll believe it. Casey Kerwin, I assume? Yeah, pretty much any GTP, he's moving it. It's funny, honestly, after last night, seeing the sun out when I joined this session, I was like, oh man, it must be like 30-degree track temps. Like, no, it's only 18. Pretty cool. All right. All right, man, we ready. I'm not going to qualify. Just send it from the back. Hope for the best. I'm still tired. Yeah, I mean, when you're 10K, I don't think the meta matters. He can drive anything if he's fast. He's just that good. Paul? I forgot. I didn't realize maybe that Paul's in the Aston. Funny. Yeah, I'm good. I'll figure it out. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to jump up, hit the restroom, get ready to go. I'll tell you, my shoulder hurts. I don't know what I did. It must have been one of those times I monkeyed at the wheel last night. After I got out of here, my shoulder was like actually hurting. I thought to myself, is it possible that I actually hurt myself sim racing. Like actually. It's rough out there. That's how you know your age starts with the number 4. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I feel it too. I'll be honest. So much so I didn't even lift weights this morning. I was like, today's a weights day. And I was like, man, I don't even think I can do that. I started kind of doing one of these a little bit. Like, ugh. Just like literally had pain in my shoulder. Where is it? More on the outside. But yeah, did my walk, called it a day. Yeah, and I did. It's funny, not so much up here, but I definitely stretch out. Like that 90-minute race, man. I literally used the basement stairs to like put a leg up, stretch the hamstrings out. Cam, what's up, brother? Yeah, I do. I do. So I'll do some of that. Actually, I'll do a couple things trying to stretch out, up here. But honestly, truly, for those like 90-minute sessions, or if I do like a two stint situation, like an endurance race or something, I'm always stretching out for real. Yeah, that honestly, man. So thank you, number one, and two. Yes, I totally agree. I went back and watched. I couldn't sleep, so last night I watched about the first hour of it. Last night, and then today I watched the rest of it. And like I don't do that. I'm not like super vain where I go through and like watch my VODs or anything. Normally I'll like check them out, skip ahead, see how the audio sounds, see, just make sure everything looks good and what improvements I can make. I'll watch 5 minutes of a 4-hour VOD, right? But with that race, I was so interested to see certain things that I literally watched the entire race. And the one thing that really stood out to me, and this is just from my point of view, it's really interesting to go back and watch. It's really interesting to go back and watch and see what you guys are talking about. Like what I miss. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. It's really interesting to go and see what I miss when like what chat messages I miss. Because I miss more than I think I do, which is kind of crazy. Here you go. That's what I see. So the top part, obviously standings. I see the tire that everybody's on. I see how long they were in the pit lane, how long they were in their stall, how many times they've pit, how many laps they've run on the current stint, best, last, gaps, all that sort of stuff. And then track map. And actually, I don't know if you can see it super well, but down here at the bottom, it's got percent track wetness, rain, basically all the weather information is down here in the bottom. And then the center, this is a dashboard. So it shows me how much is in the tank, how many laps I can get, how many laps remaining in the race. It's an estimate, obviously. Soft, track temps. This is how many liters it's going to add at the stop to get to the end of the race. Session time. This is average fuel consumption per lap. And then obviously I have a little thing here for YouTube. So I see how many people are watching and then how many likes it's got. And then obviously the chat. So I think, yeah, I mean, basically it's like Caps, it's like Race Lab, but it's more old school. It's been around for a really long time. It's browser based. So this is actually a full screened web browser with a local HTML file. And then I have an iframe for each one of these. So this is a JRT page, like a web page. This one's a web page. This one's a web page. And then this is kind of some custom JavaScript I did. But it basically imports all this stuff into one screen, and then I just have it like that. Can you share your JRT like you can rate? Like which part of JRT? I know some of those words. What can you share about Race Lab? So anyway, that is literally pixel perfect on my screen. That's what I see. Overlays. You can use them as overlays. Like I know Nodwell uses his JRT for overlays. Personally, I do prefer the visual of a Race Lab. That's why I use it. So I prefer JRT for this context. And obviously it also does the auto fueling. So, and actually it was like the OG auto fueler, quite honestly. So I use it for that as well. But RaceLab, I use it for presentation. I only use it for OBS sources that you guys see on the stream. So like if I wasn't streaming, I would not use RaceLab, to be very honest. But I've used JRT forever. And I'll not even bullshit you. This has nothing to do with the fact that, you know, whatever. Like when I play LMU, it's really annoying because JRT does not work with LMU. So when I use when I play LMU, I actually have another browser up here that has like 3 RaceLab overlays for like kind of similar stuff. So like standings, I do the fuel. What else do I put up there? I think it's literally just standings and fuel. But it's not nearly as like, I have this like pixel perfect because I've spent so much time getting it the way that I want it. Overlays, so you can use them as overlays. These are literally browser sources. So I'm importing a local browser window effectively into these as iframes. That's how the whole thing works. You can share an overlay config. That I don't know. I mean, you can import and export settings, but it's more like you're exporting a page, and that each one of the things you saw is actually considered a JRT page. Maybe I'll show it to you after the race if you guys remind me, and I'll bring up the configuration. I can do that part real fast, but I got to go hit the bathroom too. So hold on. So you go to like localhost port 8000. Basically, this is the configuration. So it's running on your machine locally, and then you can go to JRT pages. And then this is all the configurations. This is the timing page you saw. This one's the dashboard that you saw, track map, right? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. You can do like telemetry inputs, obviously all the stuff you see here. I just use, for mine, I use timing, dashboard, and track map. So for timing, you can choose what you want to show. There's tons of shit on here. And then you can drag and drop it and customize it. So it's more old school. Like it's definitely not as flashy from, you know, from a visual as RaceLab, but this thing is insanely customizable. So, and then effectively, if you want to put this page like on an overlay, where's the thing at? Right here. So this is my local machine. You're literally just copying that URL and you add it as a browser source, or you can set it up as an overlay as well. So I actually don't know what it is in freedom numbers. Give me 1 second. I'll be right. I need to hit the restroom before this timer ends. I'll be right back.
Brand new AM on pole. Might want to go over the rules again for start procedure. Or Steve, if you want to join the Discord, we can explain it to you.
Yeah, I was on Discord and it screwed my audio up. That's why I took about 30 minutes to get into practice. So it's just single file, right? Single file. Leave room to the pros.
AMs do not go on green. You do not accelerate until you reach the alternate start-finish line.
Aiden, this is set up to be a short formation, so we will need one more lap.
Yeah, I think I've got it.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, don't quote me, but I thought it was like 30 euro, whatever that is in freedom units.
If that makes sense.
So you buy it, you get a license for it, and you can use it forever. If you want updates,
sorry guys, there's a lot
after
of
the first year,
a lot of the pro fields got to get through.
It's like $10 a year, or 10 euro a year, or pounds, or whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. All right. E-race. I think I got the right amount of fuel. 57 works. So yeah, basically that's how it's set up. Max fuel. I do have to do 4 tires. Don't want to screw that up. Right?
Hey, Tyler, are you good now, or is it still telling you to let people through by?
So anyway, that's how it works. Freedom units. Yeah. Yeah, I did. So yeah, it is something in that neighborhood.
Drop to the end?
30-ish, 35 euro, pounds, whatever.
The EOLs being handed out right now are for the AM class, GT3 AM class, to have them separate.
And then you basically will have like an expiration for updates that you see in the little console app that runs on your computer. And then if you want updates, I think it's 10 euro or pounds annually, but you don't have to do that. I mean, I do, I have, but not required. You can keep using it. You just don't get whatever changes he makes to it.
Hey, thanks everyone for the battles this year. Good luck. Look forward to next season, guys.
But I don't think there's any free trials or anything.
And girls.
It's been wonderful.
And it's, to my knowledge, it's the one guy that made it and sells it and supports it. And there's not a ton of updates. I mean, you get updates throughout the year, but it's not like they're not, you know, undergoing massive development changes, things like that. I would almost refer to it as kind of maintenance mode with added stuff throughout the year. But mostly maintenance, mostly adding updates. Oh, they added a new car. We need the Chevy icon, or, you know, things like that. Like he added the flags for countries because they made that change. But honestly, I don't even know what the hell I would be like, hey, this is a huge feature you should add. I don't even know what I would suggest, to be honest. So anyway, yeah, feel free to ask questions about that. I'm happy to share. I feel weird to talk about it after I literally just talked about having a partnership with the guy. I think that's kind of the whole point. But y'all know me, no bullshit. If you asked me the same question 2 days ago, I'd have given the same answer.
1 minute to grid.
It is what it is. If you buy it, it doesn't help me.
Is there an additional pay slap, or are we
all good? Do your thing.
Immediately.
I think it's a cool piece of software. I use it. That's about it. All right. I really hope, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. The T-bar for me is always elevated, like more, like not right now. So I shouldn't say the word always, but when I was trying to do practice sessions, it was like 30. So it was definitely like, I don't know, it was a stuttery mess. It was pissing me off. Oh my God, there's a girl. Yeah, Emily. Yep. At least to my knowledge, I don't know that I've heard her talk very often. I just assume female because Emily, but I have no idea. The what is elevated? So the T value and the, I know I'm pointing at it like you can see me, the FPS counter up here, the T bar, it's the time, total time frame. Basically, if that value is high, you're going to experience pretty shitty FPS for the most part. I'm like having a boomer ass moment. We do have to take 4 tires here, right? I feel like I've been running in too many leagues recently where they all have their own set of rules. I'm getting confused and I feel a little overwhelmed because I changed my microphone. Too much shit going on. Flustered. Interesting. I always try to keep mine below 13. That's kind of the magic number. Ideally, you want yours below 13.
We will get black flags.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be. So I'm just going to stay right here. Left line. I feel bad they have to do it like this. I don't know why they have to do it like this, to be honest. What? Am I missing something? I'm supposed to be single file? And I'm stupid? Why are they hitting the brakes so hard? 156? Oh. Oh. Oh, I am stupid. What are we doing? Why am I going this far up? What's happening? Okay. That was actually kind of confusing, I'll be honest. I don't feel like I've seen that like that before. It didn't say like past these cars, but it did have a green arrow going up. And it said catch up to. It didn't really give me the feeling that I had to like overtake 15 cars. I'm having a moment, I'm sorry. Well, honestly, I wanted to pass him. Peter's back here. I don't know why. He must have had a bad quality or something. Pass all the cars not pro. Yeah, definitely that. I don't know. I'm stupid. Honestly, I'm very overwhelmed right now. There's too much going on.
Pass.
I was confused by that. I'll be honest. I don't feel like it's as obvious as it used to be. Bro, you're not even wrong. Rip. I got too much going on right now. My brain is occupied. There's my boy Peter. You know your monitors are good when the car's right in the middle of the bezels and it looks like it just looks natural. Love it. All right. I need to lock in so I don't screw anybody's day up. Why am I in front of these guys? There's a bunch of pros behind me. I didn't qualify. Should I just drop back and let them go? Or should I just rip? I know what y'all are going to say. I shouldn't ask. I know exactly what you're going to say.
Colin and Tyler, is it still telling you guys to drop to the back, or is
no? That's a good call, brother. I need to. I got too much going on right now. Taking my brain.
No, not for me.
Too much.
Thank you.
Let this be an escape for an hour. Well, I appreciate y'all being here as always. I know I say that every time. But the truth is, I do, so I feel like I need to say it. So, I hope you enjoy yourself. Gotta have the bezel width and angle right.
It is saying 2 to green though, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it, for some reason, locked us into 2 full flaps.
Well, this is great for fuel mileage. I don't think I needed those extra 2 liters. Well, I think I'm literally going to spend tomorrow playing with this microphone, seeing if I can get it exactly how I want it. And if I can't, I'm going to send it back. I'm really curious to hear the VOD. I'll definitely listen to that as soon as this is over. At least a little bit so I can hear what it sounds like. My tires are getting cold doing this. No, I want a really long sabbatical. That's what I like to say. I met with, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Big holiday. I met with my 2 business buddies today as we were brainstorming what's next. Actually, it was great, man. We had like a 3-hour conversation about things that are interesting, so new business ideas. And you know what, man? There's just something about those that are very invigorating You know, it's like the creative process. Man, I feel like it's been a hot minute. Activate all sides. Really? So it's literally different if I talk like this versus talking like this, right? That's the unfortunate thing. I can't have it like right in my face. Just the way this is all set up, it's impossible. Yeah, I believe it. That sucks. Really? Maybe I'll just do like this and I'll turn left and right really fast and hope for the best. So does this sound worse than what I had before when I'm just talking like straight on like normal? Is the sound quality better? That, you know what I mean? Like anything considerably better? If the answer is no, goddamn it, she's going back. Oh, really? Interesting. This is a dynamic mic. My other mic was a condenser mic. All right, 1 to green. I assume this means we're going this time, right? No, it sounds good. Maybe a little more crisp. Very similar. Okay. No, hey, I appreciate the honesty. I mean, it was not a cheap microphone by any stretch of the imagination. So, like I said, if I can't get it right, I mean, yeah, I'll get some solid Amazon credit. The funny thing is I used a lot of Amazon credit. Every year, people ask me, hey, what do you want? You know, my mom basically and my in-laws, what do you want for Christmas or your birthday? And I don't ever want anything. So I just say, Amazon would be great. Thank you so much. And so I had $360 of Amazon credit for the last 3 years of birthday and Christmas gifts I haven't spent.
Good luck.
So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't spend any of my money on it. But yeah. All right, let's rip. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't go on green. Good grief. All right, I'm focused on that SCR car. I want to make sure I help him do whatever I can to be successful. Cold tires. Colder than before we started. Why didn't it read? Asking for my damage, it's not telling me my damage. Tell me my fucking damage. What are we doing? I don't feel anything. That's definitely some prime wheel damage contact. Oh my god, understeer. And wheels slightly cockeyed to the left, but nothing crazy. We have a fast repair, so... God, that SCR Porsche. Woo! It's looking good. All right. I'll do some research on it for sure tomorrow and see what we can get. If I can't find something I like, maybe I'll reach out. Honestly, like, I didn't hate my setup before. So I'm not like, it was more just I'm bored and I want to do something new and I got a lot of credit, so my, you know, not going to hurt to try it. And if I don't like it, it goes back. So if I can't find something I like, I'll reach out. Or I might just send it back. Jesus, caught me off guard. Well, less fun when I'm starting 10th or whatever I'm starting. Yeah, I wonder if it mutes it because when I'm not talking, like the gate is better. You know what I mean? Like if I'm talking and I do the click, I wonder if you hear it. Yeah, I feel like the other microphone, it picked up like a lot of stuff. This one doesn't seem that much better on that front, to be quite honest. But I can't even overstate how little I messed with this before I went live. Have everything muted? You don't hear your crew chief telling you to move up the pace? Yeah, I don't know. I have chat muted. Oh my god, I'm a fucking... I'm so stupid. I missed that completely. Go ahead. I'll take my medicine. I hit the wrong brake marker. Oh, telling y'all, man, I'm just fucking not feeling myself tonight. Too much in my brain. All right, let's lock in and have some fun. Come on. I almost didn't stream for other reasons, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. It's quite possible that... I thought this was actually really strange. So I noticed that when I plug the microphone in, it certainly creates a new input source in Windows, but also created a new speaker source. So I bet you that the crew chief output or something is set differently. Probably that. I don't know. Can't change it now, so. Oh, it came out so slow and then defended so much. All right, this time I'm going to try to hit the brakes at the correct place and not kill you, Travis. I'm really sorry about that, by the way. Not that you can hear me right now, but if you choose to listen to this later, you'll know that was a complete accident. I'm really thankful I didn't kill you. Or my teammate. I almost killed Peter in the process. Oh, too far. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're gonna do that, then I don't know. Whatever. What is the model of the microphone? SM7 Plus or something? I think. Yeah, William's quick. He's a friend of the program. No, It's 7. I know it's a 7 Plus. I just don't remember the first two. I don't see it anywhere on here either. It's a USB. It's USB and XLR. I'm using USB for simplicity. I think it's a. I think it was SM7 Plus, or maybe it was SB7 Plus. I don't know. S something 7 Plus. Hey, that sounds right. That sounds right. MV7 Plus. There it is. Too many letters and words. I'm surprised I can't get my damage button to work. I mean, I don't think it's that. I think it's just there's too many damn letters and numbers on those things. It's not the fancy one they make, that the one you're talking about. SM7B, not that one. I really wanted one that had USB because I don't want the complexity of I don't have a mixer. I don't want to buy a mixer. All that stuff. I actually have no idea what they need to do. All I know is I'm not going to be passing him. What the fuck? What are you doing? Yeah, my spotter's not working or nothing. Yes, we have a free repair, yes. It feels fine. I mean, the steering wheel's ever so slightly cockeyed to the left. I mean, ever so slightly. Last night, it was real bad to the left. I don't know why he dropped back. It is interesting. Tyler Stenick, he's who they're competing with. Well, that's who Colin's competing with, I believe, for the overall, like, individual. He's somehow, some reason, way back there. I don't know what happened there. It's almost like he didn't get to start at the back of the pros or something. I don't know. I'm just driving. That's exactly what it was. It'll be okay. I can drive for an hour without it. I've done worse, you know? But yeah, you're 100% right. I'm sure that's exactly what it is. It's funny too, because I thought to go in and look at the sound settings to change the input for the microphone, like voice audio, but I didn't think to look at the sound, like the output. Oh well. Yeah. I've had that issue a bunch of times. So it's definitely not, it's honestly, it's more of a Windows thing, but like it changed my system output to be the microphone. It's like, really? Just stop doing that. At least you got to give credit. At least with Discord, it asked, it was like, hey, we noticed new inputs. Do you want me to change everything to be your microphones? No, fuck off. Leave me alone. I'll change it. Or I won't, you know? Yeah, I got hit on the first lap. Didn't do anything about that. The other two were on me. I like Windows, but yeah. I think they're probably, so I listened to a, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm not worried about anything. I listened to a podcast not long ago with a guy that used to work at Microsoft, who I just like. He's anyway. He was talking about like, what would I do? You know, if I was in charge, if I was the czar of Windows, what would I do? And honestly, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember like the Windows XP, that Service Pack 2 debacle that they had. But they basically just said, we're not doing any new development for like 6 months. And they literally just spent all of that time fixing a bunch of bugs and issues and, you know, whatever. So he was like, I would just do that. Like literally just take like 6 months and just 100% focus on all the things people are bitching and complaining about. And don't worry about new features, AI crap, whatever. Just try to get to a better place. Too deep. I need to take advantage of this overtake here. One's going to overtake the other. I'd like to be there to capitalize. It's really not. Like, I mean, sure, people say Linux, but like, the vast majority of the world is not ever going to use Linux for anything ever, other than their phone. They don't even realize it.
Inside, Cody, inside.
Damn it. I mean, worth it. But,
Cheers, Mike.
yeah, Android is, yes. I don't know if it's Unix or Linux, but yeah, it's some form of it. I mean, so is iOS. Jeez, you're lucky I didn't smash you, brother. Yeah, I mean, even like Mac OS started out, its core is FreeBSD. If you look that up, that's an old school Unix variant. So they've certainly added stuff on top of it, but its core is Unix based. Yeah, I've been using Pixels for a really long time, basically since the first Pixel. Gosh, I didn't cut that thing as much as I need to. It's such a hard little technical section, man. It's crazy. I love that the sun's coming out. Really shows the like dynamic range of color in this game. I used to use iOS. I mean, I literally was one of the people that stood in line on June of 2007 and got an iPhone. And I had the first couple. I don't remember the last one. I bet you the last one I had was like the iPhone 3 GS or whatever it was called. And then I moved to Android, and I've been on Android ever since. Yeah. It's funny to me, like, so all my kids have iOS, but every time I look at it, I hate it. Like, it's just so interesting how we can have such different preferences for something so simplistic. And then the reality is the two phones are way more similar than they are dissimilar these days. Like, innovation in cell phones has died 10 years ago. Yeah. I used to use iOS I had, you know, iPhone, iPad, all the things, but shoot, I'm just not a fan. There we go. Look at you doing it like you know what you're doing. Atta boy. Damn. I didn't know. Like, you're saying I can actually, like, in theory, choose what side of the microphone this thing's listening from? Yeah, exactly. I think, Wade, a lot of people did that. Just because it's like their marketing is better than anything else they do. I think that's a really fair statement to make. Like, they make some pretty good products, sure, but their marketing is better than everything else. Their ability to make you feel like you're missing out on something is second to nobody. And I just don't give a fuck, so I couldn't care less. I can't afford to get X's right there. I'll go for that, dude. Shit, I would have gone for that. Oh, now you got it. Oh my God, are you serious? These are some weak off tracks, man. This place is certainly known for them. One of these days I'll figure it out. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I could definitely tell when I was testing the 10 minutes that I did before I went live. But I'm like, legitimately, I sat here and I thought to myself, well, I could either go live not really knowing what it's going to sound like, or just not, because I don't have enough time to put the other microphone back on. So I just said, fuck it, I'll go live, whatever. Something tells me I don't think people care that much. Audio is important, 100%. I feel like my audio is good enough. Which begs the question, why did I buy a new microphone? Oh, I got you. I think I was just bored, guys. Honestly, not even gonna bullshit. I think I was just bored. Same reason I almost bought a Simucube 3. I was like, you know what? Why not? Do it. I can sell this for a whole lot. I didn't. I've thought about it multiple times. And I know there's like issues and stuff right now. They'll get it straight. As long as there's, damn it, software issues, then what are we doing? Why are we going so slow and then playing fucking defense? What is this? Honestly, if you're just gonna like, if you had to like have a slowdown, cool, but like don't go straight back to the racing line. It's fucking dumb. Honestly, what the fuck? Bleed it off some other way. I don't like that, if you can't tell. I don't think my footwork's all that good. I think my braking stuff generally looks like not great. What do you think about the new boost pedal? Looks pretty good. I haven't seen really much about it, to be honest with you. I don't really look much at hardware. It's because I don't feel like I would change anything. So I don't really keep up with what's new on the hardware side of things. Like the Simucube announcement came out, I was like, okay, cool, I like Simucube stuff. How the hell are they going to improve upon this, right? I was curious about that. And literally, that was like right at the time I was kind of coming back from a little summer break. I really wish that I had been streaming like actively during that time. I would have live streamed it and we would have reacted in real time. That would have been a lot of fun. I've got to get on the brakes better there. Keep screwing myself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll put that behind an OnlyFans account. Dudes are allowed on there too, right? Not just as consumers. You can be an OnlyFans creator. I should do that for the laughs. That could probably go viral, right? Like, oh, you'll see this guy who made a freaking OnlyFans for his sim racing footwork. Yeah, but the wage.
That's right, we can take that.
Thanks, brother. Feels like a roller coaster. I love that. Shit. So I think the further we go in this race, the more likely I am to get a slowdown from that little section. I want to know what the hell happened to Peter. I know he was not 100% feeling tonight, but I hope he's okay. I really do like this track. It's super technical. I think way more technical than people realize, or most people realize. Certainly the civilians, but I made a joke on my, cause you know, recently, like this always happens. Somebody was making fun of me in one of my shorts because I use gloves. Actually, I really got to pay attention to the pit stop things. My crew chief won't remind me. And I think I just said something like, you know, civilians don't get it or something. Just literally for laughs. I don't. Somebody went on there and was like, you know, very elitist to have this opinion. It's like, are you serious right now? Really? Well, it's what? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, I think everybody got out of the way. I thought it was pretty funny. So I had this conversation with this guy. And I mean, I just was kind of bored that morning, so I thought, I'll just talk to him. It'll be funny. And by the end of our little conversation, he was like, "You've earned a subscriber." I thought, okay. Holy shit. Love it. I thought it was hysterical. I don't even remember why I remembered that. I think I'm just braking a little too late. I'm not bleeding off enough speed. I think that's what it is. Last time I went through it was pretty good. I literally just tried to back the braking marker up just a touch. That's all.
Sorry.
All right, what are we? P5? What the? P5? What? Okay. Woo-wee! Almost got sideways. I think Nodwell is trying to take a break after this race is over. I think he's a little burnt out. Oh my god, okay. I have to box this lap. My god, if I forget that, I'm gonna be animated. And we get new tires, so we'll burn those up next. Got everything checked. Dry, yes. Thanks. Good luck. Good luck remembering you need to box this lap, dummy. Oh, shit. Oh, love that. Ah, oh, that's so good. There's not a lot of margin to get that right. It's gonna add 50 liters. I feel like I'm twisting my core way too much. Please tell me I didn't screw that up. No countdown. Okay. All right, let's go. I'm the first one to pit. Uh-oh, that could be bad. Is there a reason everybody else didn't box? Did they do something stupid? Wow, great timing. All right, let's fire these suckers up. 30 minutes to go, baby. 30 minutes to glory. Let's go. Perfect. Literally by myself. Yep, they're cold. They're cold. Yeah, it's going to take about 2 or 3 laps. I'll be honest, I don't even know if I want to like try to be competitive next season. Peter was like, hey, you should, you know, team up with Colin and y'all try to go win a team championship. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know if I want that pressure. I really enjoy just like rolling up to these things with 0 practice and just ripping. Hanging out with you guys, chatting, shooting the shit a little bit. Really don't care what happens in the race. I just want to have fun. Yeah, I've actually thought about that. I like the telemetry a lot. So I don't want to lose, certainly don't want to lose it. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. But it's funny you mentioned that, 'cause I've thought about that too. Because there's a couple things that are on the dash that you can't see. One negative with that is that it's car dependent. Like where that stuff is on the dashboard. So in some cars, it's more of an issue, less of an issue. You know what I mean? But you're right. And it has actually been on my mind. Like I said, I literally go back and watch a couple minutes of these at least, just to see what does it look like from y'all's perspective. What would I want to see if I was a viewer? You know what I mean? Yeah. Just not sure where to put it. If I didn't have the fuel thing, I would just put it there maybe. maybe above the relative. I'm not sure. When I do go back and look at it, one of the things I'm looking at almost always is the telemetry, because I want to see what does my braking look like. What the fuck? What are we doing? What? I don't know if y'all can see that. I could see it out of my corner. He was stationary for a couple seconds. I don't know why he's been behind me for so long. You got it, Dwight. Get it. Or right under the mirror. Yeah, I don't know if I want something right there. I'll have to think about it. I could see maybe moving it above like where the fuel is, and then moving the fuel to be kind of where the telemetry is. But it's also much smaller, so I could like maybe put it beside the camera or something so that it's not blocking anything relevant. I think there's options. I just don't know exactly what to do. Oh man, he jumped me in the pits. Exactly. I do, because I'm probably going to go to the Porsche next season, so. Yeah. I don't know if... I'm confused by how he jumped me in the pits. I need to get him quick while he's on cold tires. Well, not sure about that, but he knows, he knows. Oh. Man, a spotter would be cool right now. He knows. Now his tires are warming up by the second. If I hadn't gotten in front of him, I was going to be in trouble. Gotta take advantage while I got the grip. Oh, really? We're having technical difficulties tonight. All right, nobody ahead of me has bought. Well, let's hope. I mean, the way I set mine up was you have to take tires, so I didn't want to wait on fuel or tires, so I made it so it's pretty much right on the money. So it tells me they're going to be waiting on tires. They're not going to need as much fuel, but they have to sit there and get the tires. There is a minimum amount of time you have to wait. I don't know. It's not like they can just have a really short pit stop with just a touch of fuel. Well, Peter has to pit still. Developer and a programmer, nothing. It's two different words. I would say programmer is the word that's been used since like the 50s and 60s, and developer kind of came in as a word somewhere in like maybe the 2000s or 90s. Same thing. I think most people associate programmer as like nerdy, and developers is like, I don't know, something else. Same exact job. Yeah. I don't understand how Tyler made up all that time in the pit. He was way behind. I don't get that at all. There's a yellow flag ahead of me. It's clear now. All right, looks like Peter boxed. Everybody ahead of me still has to box. You also have a pretty good gap to do so. The guy directly in front of me, I think, is 30 seconds ahead of me. And then after that, it's 55 seconds. Like, they're way up there. But yeah, remember, I'm the highest person up that has already made their pit stop. Brian's doing it right now. Yeah, Colin's fast. He's a fast boy. He'd be a great teammate. I just don't know if I want to be competitive next season. I cannot overstate. Like, I'm excited for next season. Peter wants a break. You know what I mean? Think about that. Like, it puts a little bit of a toll, or it puts a toll on you for sure. To try to be competitive every week. Practicing and thinking about it and giving a shit. I just rip. No clue how fast I'm going. Don't really give a shit. Just going. Yeah, it is nice to have a break. I felt very refreshed when I came back from a few months away. I was really happy to have played World of Warcraft for that time. That was fun to play that again and just enjoy a season. Raid, grind, do the whole thing. I enjoyed it. But honestly, man, I'm really happy to be back racing. Yeah, 53.6 is not fast here. 52s are pretty quick. I don't know what the fastest lap is, but it ain't that. Colin ran a 52.8. That's his best lap. That's quick. I think I've run a 52 like a couple times. Use a button box. I do. Actually use a Stream Deck. And all it does is just map macros in the iRacing UI. Excuse me. So I use that. Ariel. Yeah, it is nice to like literally get away from it completely. Like when I first jumped back in here after literally not having sat in this rig for probably 2 months, it was like eye-opening, and you know what I mean? It's like, damn, this is pretty cool. You know, you almost forget like how immersive the whole thing feels. It's almost like sitting down and doing it for the first time. All right, back up to P4. I know Peter's really excited about VSCA. I was looking forward to that, of course, and then the endurance stuff that we do, but I don't know. Not really sure why he wants to take a break from this. But it's probably just the competitive part. But I got that way with PRL, if y'all remember. I was like, I grinded on that for about 2 seasons, and I was like, okay. I did not win the championship either season for AMS. I was sad. Time to go do something else for a little bit. And then ironically, right at the end of the season, that's when they announced they weren't coming back. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'm glad it's time for me to take a break. I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. They're too far ahead, and those guys are quick. I don't see them making a big mistake or anything like that. P4 would be an insane finish, I'll be quite honest. I'd be real happy with a P4. I got the feeling that William and Tyler, at least, will be hauling ass. Put me under some serious pressure at the end of this race. Like, Tyler is stupid fast. Way faster than me. I think William and I are really similar. I haven't been paying attention to lap times or anything. I'm just ripping. Yeah, I mean, Tyler was half a second faster than me on the last lap. Like I said, he is a fast boy for sure. Something happened to him at the start. He got gimped. What's up, Kevin, by the way? Nice to see you, brother. So I think the last thing I told you guys is that I was having that numbness in my thumb and my pinky and the right arm. And basically I took steroids for like a week and took muscle relaxers for like a week, and really nothing changed dramatically. Like, actually more numbness in my thumb, less in my pinky after that. And so she was like, well, let's go do an x-ray. So I actually did an x-ray the day before Thanksgiving, and it said some medical words on the report that I got back. I don't really know what they mean. And I haven't gotten an update from her yet, so I don't really know what I need to do. So yeah, that's kind of where it stands. I'm basically just waiting to hear her interpretation of that, doc. Looks like I'm a lap off of fuel. That sucks. Always difficult with a freaking multi-class. I mean, that was the right decision for sure. It's kind of like, hey, the steroid is about inflammation, trying to get it to relax the nerve that's being pinched. Clearly I have a pinched nerve somewhere. Trying to get the inflammation to go down, to release that. Same with the muscle relaxers. It just didn't work. I mean, all good. And then, yeah, the x-ray said something about the disc. It wasn't herniated. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was something like, you know, the C5, the C6, something about the discs. It basically literally said something like common with aging. You know, so it's no, not bulge, not hernia. I don't remember the term that they used. Looks like I'm gonna have to stop and get an extra freaking lap of fuel, boys. Sucks to be me. I'm gonna hold out hope. Maybe the prototypes or whatever speed up, but it's not looking good. Okay, now it says I'm right on for fuel. We'll see. JRT's not sure what it wants to do with its life right now, so it's doing the calculation every time I go across the line based on everybody's lap times. It's just really close, I guess, to the break point. So I'm just going to drive it hard and hope for the best. I can't save 3.5 liters of fuel anyway, so no reason to even try to save. Can't save 3.5 liters in 7 laps. And even if I could, fuck it, I just want to race. I don't care. All good. Need to fix that chair. Chair's good. I actually made changes to that. I think I told you guys about that. I actually adjusted the chair, the recline on it. I adjusted the angle of my wheel a little bit to be a little bit more upright, to help fix the pain I was having in my wrist. And I also made adjustments to how high my pedal plate sits. So it's actually significantly lower than it was. And actually that seems to have helped dramatically. Like I did 2 stints during the Daytona endurance race, and then I did the 3 hours feeder. I did a 90-minute. I've done a lot of racing since then. No issues. I mean, my back's going to be a little stiff, you know, just hopping out of the sucker after a 90-minute race. I'm going to be stiff. I'm not as young as I once was. Please. Craig, we gotta have a conversation, brother. No, he's trying not to lose time. I guess he's trying to get the draft. When there's somebody to your right, can't do that so much. Don't worry, I'll get him too. I wish I could talk to you guys like this the whole time. I bet it sounds significantly better. That would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm really curious now. Maybe I'll just, after the race, we'll just do a tech demo for anybody who wants to stay. And help me test the sound. I don't know. I feel like an old geezer. Won't lie to you. Try to be as active as I reasonably can. But for a nerd who sat in a computer chair every single day for 25 years, it was never going to be great. You know, like, it's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a strange day. I contemplated not streaming at all. I contemplated not even doing the race. I just mentally was not in a phenomenal place. So, yeah, anyway, we'll see. Part of me just wants to go sit back in my recliner and watch the Joe Rogan interview with the NVIDIA CEO that I was watching before I sat down to do this. Oreo. Man, if I had a Snickers Blizzard up there, I'd be the happiest dude in the world. I had a Blizzard waiting for me after this race. That would be a real nice end today. But also, I gotta say, I weighed myself in this morning. I check my weight most days. I record it every Friday morning, but I check it most days. Today I was at my lowest I've been at for a couple of years. I won't tell you what it is, but let's see. 17 pounds down since the start of the year. Not mad at that. Can't say I'm working extra hard either. Basic stuff. I'm sure it's like water weight, and tomorrow will be a couple pounds heavier. Oh. So maybe I don't really want the Blizzard, you know. I guess that's what I meant to get to by saying that. Weight training. Yeah, I do weight training every other day. I don't do a ton of it. It's mostly upper body stuff. Weight bench press, arm bar, curls, stuff like that. I go heavy. I mean, for me at least. I'd say I hate to say that I go to failure because I don't have a spotter. So I definitely don't go to complete failure. But I go to, I know that I can't do this one more time. So, yeah, there we go. Minus 17 plus 19. Let's fucking go. Now we just hope the fuel works itself out. I get any sleeper soon in a car action tomorrow. Oof. That's a lot of gravel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really trust his from that point of view, but everything I read says it's still a good idea to lift heavy weights. So maybe not going to failure. I say that basically meaning I'm not doing weight that's really easy for me to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say heavy weights for me and then use failure as this is why they're heavy weights for me. So I always go for 3 sets of 10. And recently I'm missing that like 10th, that final rep. That final rep is on the 3rd set. It's been a struggle, but we'll get there. Yeah, I mean, stupid healthy. It doesn't mean he knows everything in the world about, you know, all that stuff. People generally, like, think about it this way. With that sort of thing, and really with most things in life, people share what worked for them. What works for them, he might be trying to bulk up. He might be trying to, like, I don't know what his goals are. You know what I mean? Like, depends on what you're trying to accomplish, depends on your age, depends on how many supplements you take, depends on infinite amount of things. I literally just do the weights just to feel good. Honestly, like a mental health exercise. I don't really think, I'm not like, you know, I'm not trying to be a muscle man or anything. That's never gonna happen. Yeah, just like literally everything matters. I'm a relatively small, from a muscle side of things, person. I'm definitely not doing it for that. So for me, I've looked up what I'm going for, and heavyweight's good from what I read. But, and honestly, I'm not, yeah, I'm just doing my thing. Yeah, I'm sure he knows more about it than I do. But like, he'd also be the first person to sit there and say, well, depends on who you are, what your goal, all the things I just said. I could literally hear him reiterating that right now in the middle of a podcast. You know, like, not a one size fits all. Depends on what you're going for. Damn it, it just went back up a lap again. Here's the question. Do we just go for it and hope that it works out? Or do I pit and make sure that I finish the race? Finishing the race is not that big of a deal to me. I'm not going for points. Like, none of it matters. So I could just hope. Or I could pit. I'm going to lose a shit ton of positions. I guess that doesn't matter to me either. Should have given it a buffer. Send it. Oh, man. The fact that it just changed is concerning. They literally changed with 2 laps to go. Now it's telling me there's 2.5 laps to go, and I have a lap and a half of fuel. It's also telling me to box this lap. Fucking A, man. I'm concerned if I don't box right now, I might not have the choice next lap. What do I do? All right, fuck it. Hit. Wow, that was perfect. I need literally like freaking no fuel at all. Dang. Yeah, fortunately it was just not enough. I was going to need a lift and coast for 3 liters. That's just not going to work. Oh, well. Hey, gets Nodwell a spot. That helps. What a kick in the balls. What do we now? P10. Well. And oh well, had a good run. Had a good run. It's still, yeah. We won't talk about the fact I started behind the AMs. Yeah, like I said, for me, the weightlifting is way more about mental health, happiness than anything else. I gotta be honest, man, I feel better in all ways after I do a workout. 0 questions about that. Now it's telling me. Right. I think I confused it when I pit. Now I'm on the white flag. But had I not done that, I wouldn't be. I'd be 20 seconds up. Oh, multi-class. Never change. All right, good job, good job. So now I have an extra lap of fuel, but I only needed it because I was, I guess, 15 or 10 seconds ahead of the leader. Yeah. It was so close that basically they were going to just not have enough time to get by me. That's what happens when you cut it super close. Man, oh man. Unfortunate. Fun race though. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I'm pretty confident I would have finished P4. Maybe I would have had issues if I had to take an extra 3 liters of fuel. That's like a 1.5 seconds. I don't know. I would have been in front of those 2 guys for sure. Question is, would that have been enough to get them close? You know what I mean? But either way, I would have finished a few spots higher. That's annoying. Kala with the win. I have no idea. I actually have no clue.
Colin, you're an animal, brother. Great season.
Let's see what these guys say. I would assume he won.
Good season, guys.
He won. Tyler was 5th. I don't know. Let's listen for a minute.
Great season, Dylan. Good fights.
We would have never known if you would have made it.
A damn PC crashed.
Yeah, I mean, the issue was, you got to think, like, I probably lost, I don't know.
Brand new computer.
What is it? Let's see. So I was in front of William. He was 20 seconds ahead of me at the line. almost 21 seconds ahead of me. So I probably lost 25 seconds doing that. Problem, just knowing that and then knowing that I had an extra lap of fuel at the end, what that tells me was I was far enough up that the prototype was not going to pass me based on all the calculations JRT knows from the lap times and all that stuff. I was too far ahead of them that they were not going to be able to pass me before the last lap started, but not so far ahead of them that I was able to pit, get my extra fuel, and then still come out ahead of them. You know what I mean? Basically that. Bamadan. Yeah, it's something like, it's not, they didn't use the word disease, but it's something about, I think it was something like degenerative disc. Just getting older. It didn't say anything crazy. And then when I was Googling, of course, after the fact, it wasn't like, oh my God, this needs surgery. Oh, here we go. You got. I mean, to be fair, Wade, you did say last night that you would get me a Snickers Blizzard if I got a podium. And then not just me, for everybody. You were like, it's got to be a podium. I finished second last night. Best part is I actually won the race in the pro class. Because the guy that finished the race in first, he was an amateur. So technically I have first place points from last night's race. Yeah. But you said that last night. Wait a minute. Oh, good times, good times. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll be honest. Offer wasn't redeemed in time. Oh, shit. That's great. That's great. Da, 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 da. My man. I love it. People are sending me DMs of their like YouTube rewind thing, showing me that I was in their top channels watched for 2025, which is really, really cool. That's really cool, actually. Kind of crazy to think about that. That's awesome. Where's my... Man, you do not redeem your coupon expired. Damn it. Yeah, I need to get a Blizzard. It's too late. I mean, I would not eat a Blizzard at 10:30 at night. I won't lie. That's not what I need in my life. Oh man. No, I don't. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay. I was this close to not racing or streaming at all tonight. I was not in a good mood about 30 minutes before this thing started. I was not in a good mood at all. So yeah, I was not going to stream. I wasn't even going to race. I wasn't going to do anything. And then the microphone came in. I was like, oh, well, let's just go put it on real quick, you know? And then I came in here and did that. And I was like, let's join this session, just see what it sounds like. You know, I'll do a little recording. I'll just jump into the session. I won't race, but I'll jump into the session, you know. Then I was like, oh, fuck it, let's just race. So yeah, honestly, I'm glad that I did. I am glad that I did. I'm much happier having done this than I would have been if I did not. So for that, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for making it fun for me. Much appreciated, for sure. Well, bummed I didn't get the spot, but you know, shit happens. Happy for Peter. Happy for the boys. I guess I'll let you guys know when I actually hear the final results. I'll put it in Discord. I'll talk about it on the next stream. But I think for now, I'm going to hop off. So I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Not sure what the next stream is going to be, but it's going to be sometime soon. So if you enjoyed tonight, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you are a subscriber, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Boys, thank y'all for keeping me engaged, having fun, making the chat an interesting place to be. And Until I see you next time, peace out, boys.